Hello people, welcome back to Go Sleep MMA. UFC 303 went down last night. We seen Pereira defend his light heavyweight title, knocking out Jiri with a pretty vicious high kick. Not exactly how I predicted it, but I did predict Pereira to knock out Jiri. Flawless performance essentially. But yeah, I'm gonna talk about some of the notable fights on this card, starting off on the prelims, and then we'll go up to the main card. I want to first talk about Peyton Talbot, the bantamweight prospect. This kid is legit. Hold on, the photo's about to come up on screen. Boom. Best editor around. And he starched his opponent. I don't remember the guy's name. God love him. I can't even read it on his shorts there. But he starched him in 19 seconds. 1-2 right down the pop. And just sat him down. Finished him with ground and pound. Probably one more unranked opponent. But even, no, I'd say give him a ranked opponent next. I don't know, I can't think of that division. Like a Mario Bautista maybe. Someone like that. I don't know. Give him someone ranked. See if we can get him in the rankings. 25 years old. Stupid talented. Tons of power in the hands. Bit of a weird dude, but also likable guy. I respect him. I like it. And I can't wait to see him fight again. I don't know, maybe in a few months. He took 0 damage in this fight. He could come back in a week. if the weight cut's not too bad. But moving on. Joe Pyfer literally killed Marc-Andre Barriault. Hit him on the side of the head as he was going down. Uppercut right on the jaw. Just put him completely unconscious. Shades of Justin Gaethje just on his face, feet pointed out, just unconscious. Good bounce back win for Joe Pyfer. Give him a top 10 guy next. Try to throw him back to the Wolves. Why not? A little bit of a fraud check against Jack Hermanson in his last fight. But now, back in the win column with a first round knockout. Fantastic performance by Joe Pyfer. Moving up to the main card. Ian Machado Gary defeats Michael Venom Page by a unanimous decision. 29-28. I had it scored that while I was watching it. A lot of people I've seen are calling robbery or thought it was a lot closer than it was. MVP did outstrike him, but Ian Gary showed the difference in the grappling, in the clinch, and just got the win, being the more well-rounded fighter. But I will say, MVP definitely landed the harder, better strikes. I believe it was the second round that he won, took the second round, but Ian Gary controlled him for almost an entire round on the ground, body triangle, threatening rear naked chokes, almost had a heel hook at one point. So this was where we're seeing Ian Gary definitely show his most well-rounded, but it wasn't the most impressive win. Definitely give him someone in the top 6-5 next, Colby, Jack Della or something. Moving up, Maia Silva got one of the grossest cuts I've ever seen. That was nasty. Perfect elbow by Macy Chasson. Just right on the point of the elbow, split her open bad. In the moment, even though it is a gross cut, I didn't think they should have stopped it. I kind of still don't. But apparently it was close enough to the eye and obstructing enough that they had to call the fight. But in the moment, she was protesting it. I was kind of like, hey, we've seen some pretty bad shit. Just let her fight, But Macy Chasson, if it didn't get finished there, she probably would have finished her at some point. It was pretty bad. A lot of damage accumulating. So good performance for Macy Chasson. Maia Silva, you suck. Macy Chasson, you're not actually that great, but not a bad performance. Really nasty cut. Hope that heals up proper. Now, the co-main event of the evening, Diego Lopez versus Dan Ige, which I didn't even know was happening until I was watching the card. Because, I'm not on my phone, not on social media or nothing. And it just, came up on my screen, Diego Lopez, Dan Ige catchweight. And it was, UFC 303, and I was like, what? Did he already fight? I was like, did he fight Diego Lopez before? Are they just, talking about this? I didn't even believe it. I didn't know it was happening. But and then I go on Instagram, and the first thing that was on my Instagram was Brian Ortega out with illness or something. It said he was sick. But Dan Ige, on a few hours' notice, showed up, didn't get finished, took a round off of him, but Diego Lopez was landing good shots. He loves the hooks and the uppercuts anytime you get close. And he's just so powerful. So powerful. I don't think he's very good defensively on the feet. Dominated on the ground and looked good. Give him, someone in the top 5 like Ortega if you want to rebook it. Now, the main event. Alex Pereira knocks out Jiri Prochazka. Flawless, basically, performance. Knocks him out, I think it was 10 seconds maybe by the time the ref stepped into the second round. Basically had him out in the first round, though, with 2 or 3 seconds left. Gets the check left hook while Jiri's rushing in. Basically puts him out there. Jiri never recovered with the minute on the stool. Comes back, eats a flush switch kick to the dome. Down he goes. Hammer fists, and it was not an early stoppage this time. Jiri couldn't walk when he got up. He was completely disoriented. He got knocked out bad. And I don't like this for Jiri. It's a lot of damage. Well, there's only a couple of strikes, but Alex Pereira, hits really hard, and a head kick is obviously a very catastrophic strike to take. So it's a lot of damage. He took damage against Rakic too, so maybe book him against, I don't even know, like a Johnny Walker or something. Like give him a layup so he doesn't have to take too much damage. And Alex Pereira is just on a different level right now. Starching everyone he sees. And I've seen a lot of people, Rogan especially, saying throw him up to heavyweight. I disagree. He'd get absolutely smoked by Tom Aspinall or John Jones, in my opinion. Like, submitted or knocked out in a round or two. But I think he should stay down at 205, fight Ankalaev. I don't know who I favor in that matchup right now. I favored Ankalaev before seeing this matchup, but Alex Pereira is just functioning on a different level, and I think he has the tools to knock out Magomed Ankalaev when they eventually fight. Dana seemed like he wanted to do it in the post-fight, and he said he seemed pretty adamant to not let him fight at heavyweight yet. So we'll definitely see what happens. But next, I think it should be Magomed Ankalaev for the title. And this is going to be such an interesting fight because Magomed Ankalaev, obviously elite on the ground, one of the better wrestlers, if not the best wrestler in the 205 division, but also good striker. Very solid, very technical on the feet. And I think that could pose trouble for Pereira, but that left hook, those kicks, that power negates all trouble. So, let me know what you guys thought of this card. I thought with all the switching around and fuckery that went on, it actually delivered. I enjoyed the card. Very entertaining. And, we got Leon Bilal next, so I can't wait for that. But let me know what you guys thought of the card in the comments. Drop a like if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you love all things MMA. And thank you so much for watching. And go slip.